to Live and General Hospital.
You came to the right place.
Only on abc.com/daytime.
Miss Burney, I'm sorry it took me so long to get here, but I had to find someone to take care of little John.
Of course. You're a little resentful that I asked you to come in today, aren't you?
I didn't say that.
No, but it's true. Unfortunately, Mrs. Ryan, as your lawyer, sometimes I have to ask things of you that may not please you. I hope you're prepared for that, and I hope you realize that my primary responsibility is to look out for your best interests.
Sure.
Good. Now, why don't you sit down and tell me what this is all about?
Well, I mean, it's really no big deal. I just wanted to find out if there were any legal reasons why I shouldn't see Roger Coleridge.
Very wise. He is a major figure in your divorce case. There might be many reasons why you shouldn't. What do you want to see him for?
Well, that's personal.
So is a divorce, Mrs. Ryan. Look, I know this distresses you, but there can be anything too personal for you to tell me. I am trying to protect you, remember? I'm on your side.
See, I'm not used to trusting another woman. Do you promise that you'll never tell anyone ever?
Not only do I promise, but I would be run out of town if I did. Everything you tell your lawyer is privileged. I am not allowed to tell.
Oh, kind of like a priest, huh?
In some respects, yes.
Well, then I guess I can trust you. The reason I want to see Roger is because of Pat Ryan.
Your brother-in-law?
Yeah. See, a long time ago, before I knew Frank very well, Pat and I were seeing each other. And it was kind of serious. I thought we were going to get married, but it didn't work out. So I thought...
So you married Frank instead?
In a way. I mean, I love him and everything. But I wanted to be one of the Ryans. I mean, I wanted to be a Ryan ever since I was a little girl.
And you still do. Is that it?
Yeah. They're the only family I've got. See, Pat cares about me. I know he does.
Well, he seemed very concerned about you when he was here before.
Pat might be the only friend I've got. I mean, all the time that I've been married, he seems to be the only person that I can talk to. Now, I've been thinking, if Frank divorces me, I can still be a Ryan. With Pat. And that would really make little John happy because he just adores Pat.
I'm afraid I don't see the connection.
What connection?
Well, where does all this fit in with your wanting to see Roger Coleridge?
Oh. Well, Pat's going to rescue me from Roger.
This week.
Why do you let your child go?
Oh, my God, Bo.
Just when there's no hope left.
Matthew?
And
what did you do to my mom? Help! My fiance's hurt!
a bully goes too far.
But she's gonna be okay, right?
Watch One Life to Live, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
Bare Minerals is the original. Millions of women worldwide love Bare Minerals because it changes more than your skin.
Bare Minerals will change your life. This is smooth, it's nice, and it covers. I like that.
Bare Minerals is the only foundation I would ever use. Ever.
100% pure Bare Minerals is not like any other makeup. It looks like beautiful bare skin while it covers whatever you want it to. No matter what your skin type or condition, Bare Minerals is for you. Best of all, now is a great time to start going bare because right now you can get everything you need for flawless coverage. And a new favorite, Click Lock Go, gives you a spill-proof way to take Bare Minerals foundation with you anywhere. We also have an exclusive bonus collection worth $57.95, free. And it's all yours for more than 75% off retail. Our introductory Get Started kit includes Bare Minerals foundation for flawless coverage. We promise a perfect shade match or your money back. You'll also receive warmth for a healthy glow. Mineral Veil, the ultimate finishing touch. And Bare Minerals Professional Flawless Application Brush. Call right now and you'll also receive 3 fabulous full-size and totally free gifts, including Bare Minerals Flawless Definition Mascara. Purchased separately, you'd spend over $120. So our original Get Started kit was a great deal at 2 payments of $29.99. But if you call right now, this entire 7-piece set is yours for just 1 payment of $29.99. That's right. Order direct and receive everything you see here for only 1 payment of $29.99. That's over 75% off the retail price, a savings of over $90.
It's not expensive. It lasts for such a long time.
Bare Minerals is my miracle.
With our 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose.
To save over 75%, call 1-800-235-3320. ESCO, you can receive this handy compact. Call 1-800-235-3320 now.
Seneca,
Oh, hi.
what's the news on Jack? Do you know?
This is his chart. Doesn't look very good.
Oh, no.
I don't know why people won't wear seatbelts. Apparently the steering column caught him right in the chest. That's where most of the damage is. Got contusions of the heart, punctured lung, sternum was crushed.
Sternum. That's the breastbone, right?
Right.
It's incredible that he's still breathing.
Yeah, it certainly is. His pelvis is in bad shape, too. He broke a lot of blood vessels and muscles. We spent most of the night stitching him together.
Poor Jack. Do you know where Mary is?
Yeah, she's laying down in the staff lounge. She's had a very rough 12 hours.
Yeah, she must be exhausted. Seneca, look, he's gonna pull through, isn't he?
At this point, it's hard to tell. Hey, you all right?
Yeah, we'll be in a minute.
Well, here. Put your head down. That's right. Okay, feel better?
Yeah, much. Ooh, thank you.
Jillian, I'm worried about you.
Seneca, this is nothing, really. I mean, I just started thinking about Jack and all the pain he might be in if he pulls through this, and it hit me, that's all. I'm gonna be fine.
Did you have that checkup Faith scheduled for you? You didn't, did you?
No. I promise you I will.
When? Am I going to have to make the appointment
Oh, come
for
on,
you?
Seneca. I am fine, really. I swear, it's all psychosomatic. And I haven't been eating, and once I eat, I will be fine.
All right, well, then let's see. Now, how about taking a drive with me? There's this beautiful old Connecticut inn. They serve food. They also have a patio you can eat it on. They have a pond, and they have a trout stream, huh?
No. Thank you very much, but no.
Now, come on. It'll do you the world of good.
Seneca, please. I don't have the strength to argue with you.
Well, then don't.
Now, wait a minute. If you were going to turn every meeting of ours into some sort of personal encounter like this, I'm really going to have to start avoiding you.
Start avoiding me. Yeah, well, it feels to me like that's exactly what you've been doing.
Oh, I am not, and you know it. Excuse me. Maeve?
Oh, Jill.
Oh, Maeve, I'm so sorry.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Jack Finelli is the stubbornest man I know. I know he's going to be all right.
Well, we certainly hope so.
Is there anything I can do for Mary?
No, I don't think. Not right at the moment. But thank you, darling, for the offer.
Maeve, you will let me know, won't you?
Of course.
You know what I wish, Maeve? I wish I'd met that girl before Frank did.
Oh, so do I, Seneca. So do I.
Pat Ryan is going to rescue you from Roger Coleridge?
Yeah. Well, see, it's a little complicated. See, Patty likes to help people, and he's always liked to help me. Now, the Ryans feel that the worst thing that can happen to me is being mixed up with Roger. But if Pat thinks that I'm mixed up with Roger, well, then he'll just find an excuse to spend more time with me. Understand?
I think I do. Well, to answer your question from a legal point of view, there isn't any reason why you shouldn't see Roger Coleridge. There is adultery on both sides, you with Roger and Frank with Jill. Both are unforgiven adulteries, so in effect, they cancel one another out. At any rate, you're on equal footing as far as the blame goes. Frank's relationship with Jill is an ongoing one, so, I don't see any reason why you and Roger shouldn't have an ongoing relationship. At least that's the way the situation is in the eyes of the law.
Well, I kind of figured that.
I am glad that you checked out with me first. And I do advise you to be very discreet.
Oh, no, I'll be very discreet. See, I don't want the Ryans to be mad at me. I just want them to be a little scared if Roger's around.
Since you seem to be thinking in terms of your brother-in-law, does that mean that you can foresee a situation where you might be willing to grant your husband a divorce?
Maybe. But it's going to be when I'm ready, because I'm not handing everything over to Jill Coleridge on a silver platter, I'll tell you that.
I understand. Excuse me. Yes, Evelyn. He is. I'll see him in a minute. That is your husband.
Oh, Frank's here?
Would you like to use the other door?
Well, does he have an appointment? What does he want?
We're going to discuss terms.
What kind of terms?
Don't worry. If there's anything to report, I'll give you a call.
You're really good to me, Miss Burney.
That's what I'm here for. Bye-bye.
Oh, bye-bye.
Okay, Evelyn, send him in. Good morning, Councilman. Would you have a seat?
Thank you, Miss Burney.
Well, what can I do for you?
Well, I'd like to get this over with as quickly and painlessly as possible, okay? I understand that you're representing my wife in the matter of our divorce, is that right?
Yes, I am.
So I was hoping that we could get a few things straightened out and settled between us before then. In the first place, what is it that my wife really wants?
What's your impression?
Well, from what I can discern, she doesn't seem to want a divorce.
That's my understanding, too.
But you see, Miss Burney, I can't really believe she means it because I know she understands that I'm not going back to her.
Well, that's hardly the only factor, Mr. Ryan.
Yes, but the overriding point, of course, is that all that Delia can possibly hope to get from maintaining this marriage is a formal status as my wife, and that can't possibly be any advantage to her.
Well, some women believe that that status is quite important in itself.
Some women, maybe, but I have the impression that Delia is doing this out of spite, Miss Burney.
Oh, I disagree. Look, Mr. Ryan, if your wife doesn't want to give you a divorce, you're going to have a fairly difficult time obtaining one. You do know that, don't you?
Not necessarily, Miss Burney.
Well, you're entitled to your own opinion, of course, but seems to me that recent developments in the situation just might give your wife's side of the argument a slight edge in court.
Possibly.
Has it occurred to you to drop the action?
Not for one moment. Because I assure you, I will get the divorce.
Well, I think you're wasting your time.
However, since the recent developments, as you so delicately phrased it, since Delia and Pat found Jill and me together at the beach house, I have changed my complaint from adultery to cruel and inhuman treatment.
Cruel and inhuman treatment? Well, perhaps you are going to argue that your wife beat you up, Mr. Ryan.
No, Miss Burney, but that's clever. That's good.
Well, of course, it's up to you, but I sure wouldn't want to defend that complaint myself. You surely realize that your wife would make a very appealing witness, if you'll forgive me for saying so, the picture of ineffectual innocence?
Oh, perhaps you're unaware that Delia is extremely unstable.
Unstable? As I understand it, Mr. Ryan, when she first found out about your affair with Miss Coleridge, she minded her own business, took care of her son, and waited for you to come home. Now, that is a rational woman, Mr. Ryan, more rational than most.
You obviously don't know that Delia attempted suicide a short while ago.
After you told her the marriage was over?
Yes.
Well, seems to me that a judge might easily construe that as the despair of a woman who loved her husband very much.
Oh, but you are obviously also unaware that she's been judged incompetent to care for our son by herself, aren't you?
Well, she was temporarily distraught. Incidentally, who made that judgment?
The doctor who treated her at Riverside Hospital after her suicide attempt.
One doctor's opinion won't get you very far.
Well, I wouldn't be too sure of that, Miss Burney, because, you see, Delia's had a long history of emotional instability and immaturity.
Mr. Ryan, you've been married, what, 7 years? Tell me, was Mrs. Ryan more mature when you married her? Has she regressed? Or was a child bride what you bargained for?
Well, regardless, we do agree that I have a case, right?
Absolutely not, Mr. Ryan.
I assure you that a prolonged marriage with Delia Reed Ryan does indeed constitute cruel and inhuman treatment.
Well, Councilman, we'll look forward to your attempt to prove that in court.
This week on All New Views, the hot cast from Hot in Cleveland, Valerie Bertinelli, Jay Leaves, and Wendy Malick. Also, funny man Chris Rock's new gig that we can't mention on TV.
In a world full of heartache and confusion, what's so wrong with that?
This week on All New Views on ABC.
Who's coming and who's going? SoapNet has the status update on your favorite stars. On General Hospital, Bruce Weitz is back as gangster Anthony Zaccara.
It's some turn of events.
On The Young and the Restless, Emily O'Brien is saying goodbye to Genoa City.
Another time?
Daytime favorite Tamara Braun is Taylor on Days of Our Lives.
Okay, I'll drink to that.
And on One Life to Live, Roger Howarth is back in Landview.
I have to be with my family.
Keep up with the latest status updates on SoapNet.
SeaWorld.
SeaWorld. Discover together.
DiGiorno comes with Toll House cookies now. How cool is that?
Bang, boom! Let's do this. We got milk. Awesome.
New DiGiorno pizza and Nestle Toll House cookies. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno pizza and cookies.
Every time I sneeze, I laugh, I jump. Water. And my sister said, have you ever heard of poise? I said, poise? What the heck is poise? She said, 1 in 3 women have this issue.
Every great woman deserves a great pad. Stay comfortably dry with Poise.
This summer, the party's on SoapNet.
We have a party to rock.
You'll never take over my life.
Nothing is going to change how I feel about you.
I love Kendai, baby.
Oh, it is so on.
What? Shut up! And you won't believe who's coming.
You're back.
This is one summer shindig you don't want to miss.
I am ready to have the summer of my life.
Only on SoapNet.
Down. I feel a little disloyal saying such a thing, but Frank's my son, and I want him to be happy, but it's so sad, the situation between him and Dee. It's just not easy. And I keep thinking it would be just such a great deal simpler if he were not involved with Jill.
Well, I tell you, it's simplifying my life a lot.
Oh, yes. She is a fine, lovely girl.
Yeah, I agree with that, too.
In some ways, there's no one I would rather have for a daughter-in-law. And I want them to be happy. But I just can't. I can't accept the idea of remarriage. They tell me I'm behind the times, Seneca. But I can't. That's all there is to it.
I understand.
I'm thinking of their lives. There's little John. A broken home. His father not welcome in his faith.
Well, Maeve, I am doing the best I can to give the lady a suitable alternative.
So I've noticed.
I love her. But I tell you, it has got to be one of the most frustrating experiences of my life. I mean, she won't listen to reason.
Won't you now? Well, now that's very inconsiderate of her.
Oh, no, Maeve, I'm serious. There's something going on that I don't understand. I mean, she must have known. Getting involved with a married politician, a Catholic, a Ryan with a son and a wife. I mean, she had to know she's going to get into trouble.
No, I understand it very well. I mean, they're two such beautiful people, and they have so much in common. They just fell in love.
Maeve, I mean, people fall in love all the time. But when it gives them pain, when it gives them trouble, they manage to fall out of love.
No. If you're saying that Jillian is trying to be unhappy, I can't agree with you, Seneca.
I think that when she first got involved with Frank, she wanted to love somebody that she wouldn't feel committed to. Then when she really fell in love and she became the brave, the giving person that I fell in love with, I think at that moment maybe she outgrew Frank. But she won't admit it. I mean, she's wanted him so long it's become a habit. And I don't know how to convince her that what she's doing is destructive to her and inconvenient to me.
You're very good at helping others see your way of things, aren't you?
Yeah, either through persuasion or persistence.
Well, if it's any encouragement to you, I'll be remembering your efforts in my prayers.
Next, take a trip to the Upper West Side on Ryan's Hope. Later, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless, only on SoapNet. Genoa City, a place for families to fall apart.
I will get my daughter back.
You betrayed me. I'm done with you. There's no more family.
The Young and the Restless, tonight at 7 on SoapNet.
This week, why do you let your child go?
Oh my God, Bo.
Just when there's no hope left.
Matthew?
And
What did you do to my mom? Help, my fiance's hurt!
a bully goes too far.
But she's gonna be okay, right?
Watch One Life to Live, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
Hey, Max. Your dog's one of a kind. And now, you have the power to help significantly extend his healthy years. A groundbreaking 14-year study by Purina proves that puppy chow, then dog chow nutrition, fed properly over a lifetime, can help extend his lovable antics up to 1.8 healthy years. Long live your buddy.
Oh, Max.
Long live your dog. Purina Puppy Chow and Purina Dog Chow.
Amy, you're gonna love college.
Comforter. Mr. Cuddles.
Toilet paper?
Oh, he's got.
Here. It's got extra soft tissue. Check out the pattern.
Same soft rolls we use at home, honey.
Do you know Scott? Scott Extra Soft is softness done right. If you have symptoms of a yeast infection, know this. BV, the most common vaginal infection, has similar symptoms. So before you try Monistat, use the Vagisil screening kit. It can tell you if you have a yeast infection or need to see a doctor. Don't guess. Test. People are talking about General Hospital's Sean Butler. Patricia Rich posted on Facebook, he is a good-looking bad boy with a good side. I'm really digging this one. Elizabeth Cross agrees. Oh yes, he is a sexy man. Suki Williams-Ellis adds, I trust my eyes when I look at him, and they like what they see. Judy McCoy says, good choice, GH. And Kathleen Hahn sums it up, so damn hot. People are talking about General Hospital, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet. Taylor accuses Rafe of murder.
What is going on?
And left without backup.
He'll get no support from the Salem PD.
How far will he go to clear his name?
You give me straight answers or you get this.
Watch Days of Our Lives weeknights at 6 and 11 on SoapNet. We asked Bradford Anderson to name all the Spinelli nicknames he could remember. Go.
Stone Cold Mr. Serpacino-esque one, Maximista Blonde one, Original Blonde one, Prince Pectoral, Big Daddy Stone Cold the Goddess, the Divine one, Bad Blonde one, the Demented one, the Valkyrie, the Brusque Lady of Justice. I could be here for literally 3 days, probably.
See who Spinelli will nickname next on General Hospital. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet. Can't get enough of your favorite ABC soaps?
Don't leave me hanging here.
Head to abc.com/daytime and check out the full episode player for current episodes of All My Children, One Life to Live, and General Hospital.
You came to the right place.
Only on abc.com/daytime.
Hi.
Dee, what a surprise.
Can I come in?
Of course. Come on in.
Oh. This place hasn't changed at all. Roger, this apartment is so terrific. You're mad at me, aren't you?
I think perhaps hurt is a better description.
Look, I know. And I'm really sorry. Roger, you were absolutely right. Frank doesn't love me. He doesn't want me.
Delia, Are you telling me that you're finally believing what I've been saying to you for months?
I should have listened to you a long time ago. Really, I'm so stupid and I'm so stubborn.
Honey, if you're really seeing things that way, then we can...
Yeah, I am. Oh, Roger, it was awful. I went out to your family's beach house with Pat.
Pat?
Well, somebody had to drive me out there. I thought one final time I would just tell Jill to just leave Frank alone.
Well, I can imagine her reaction to that.
She had no reaction to that. She didn't have a chance to. Frank was there. Roger, they were in bed together.
Well. Two high-minded, self-sacrificing people giving in to temptation.
Temptation. Two fakers, that's what they were. And you know, he's been seeing her all the time. Even when he said he wasn't, he was.
Did Pat see them in bed together? Well, I guess you've got your witness to adultery. You can stop Frank from getting a divorce if that's really what you want.
Only that's not what I want. You see, I thought if I saw them together, well, I could use that to hold on to Frank. Only I saw them together, Roger, and it just was disgusting. He doesn't love me. I mean, I don't want to be his wife if he wants to spend all his time with somebody else.
Delia, you're not just saying this because you know it's what I want to hear. You do mean it.
I do.
Honey, you don't know how long I've waited for you to realize that there's so much more to life than just Frank Ryan.
Only you gotta help me. See, I'm so used to depending on the Ryans for everything, I don't know if I can stand up on my own 2 feet without them.
I'll give you all the support you need. I'll love you and protect you and take care of you. That's all I've ever wanted. Do you know that, Dee?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
It's incredible. I can't believe it. I've been so depressed, and it's not like it's the whole world is laughing again. Look, I've got a cold bottle of champagne.
Oh, Roger, come on.
Come on. You deserve it. It's a new beginning. Come on.
You know, you really are too much. You know that?
We are going to have a great life together.
Oh, God, it's falling all over your head.
It's going to be luxurious and pleasant. And we're going to laugh every day away.
I haven't laughed in a really long time.
Well, we used to laugh together all the time, remember? Here. Now, you take a sip of that, and you'll just keep giggling. Cheers. To us.
Cheers.
You did it.
Oh. Oh, boy, does that bring back a lot of memories.
You see, you haven't forgotten how to laugh. I bet there's lots of other things you haven't forgotten either.
Roger, I really can't stay. I've got to kind of go home now.
I want you to start thinking of this place as your home.
I will. I just don't want to take the chance right now. Understand?
All right. I understand. We'll be discreet. But we will see each other, won't we?
Yeah. I'd like that very much.
Delia. Does that bring back other memories?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I have missed you so very much.
Yeah, I missed you too. I wish I could stay.
You are not alone. When can I call you?
Oh, don't call me. Don't get upset. I'll call you. I just gotta wait till everything just calms down.
You promise?
I promise. Just as soon as I can.
In Port Charles, revenge is a priority, relationships are disposable, and good medical care is a necessity. Keep up with this fast-paced city with an all-new episode of General Hospital. Weeknights at